DHJ.
Can't wait until all this is over and we can go out dancing because I love to dance. Hello and good evening and welcome to the Indie Show. It's so great to be here tonight. You know, you're home all the time. It's cold outside. So we have some good entertainment tonight for you. So we want you to sit back and enjoy and relax and get ready for a treat from Philly's finest. Let's go.
Hey baby, you know I like what I feel here. I love your touch, I love your kiss, and all that stuff, but it's just a little bit too soon for me. Can we just slow it down a little bit?
Boy, that sounds really good. And I'm going to introduce you tonight to four fabulous ladies. And these ladies they're going to entertain you for a full hour. They're going to entertain you. Let's bring them on now. Philly's finest, Denise, Sandra, Alicia. Come on, Alicia. And Lorna, Philly's finest. There you go. Hello.
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 What a good opening. That was good.
How y'all
doing? How are you ladies doing?
Wonderful.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You look great. You all look
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
you.
And you as well.
And thank you. And I'm so glad that you accepted my invitation to come on the show because I've been trying to get you on the show. I think ever since you did the telethon, was it in October?
October 17th, yes.
Yeah, I've been trying. I was trying to get you on. It's so hard to connect sometimes, but we did connect.
Yes.
We did connect. And I want to tell you, because I don't know if I got a chance to tell you, but I really enjoyed that show.
Thank
you so much.
Performance. I really enjoyed the performance. All the little steps and stuff you did. It took me back. It took me back when I used to perform. I loved it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. Now, first of all, I want to ask, how did you all meet? How did you all meet? Now I'm going to address that question to Alicia.
Well, my sister and I were singing. We always were singing. We met Lorna. Lorna introduced us to Sandra, and we all got together, and the rest is history, I guess.
Okay. So it was you and your sister, and then you met Lorna, and then you met Sandra, and you all got together. But you were doing individual things, weren't you? First.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we were. Yes.
Okay.
We were.
So let's hear some of the things you were doing. Alicia, let's continue with you.
Okay. I was singing with the group, my sister and I, and then when we met Lorna, I had started a group called Treja Vu. That's what I was trying to do. So it was the three of us first singing together. We had a nice blend, and then Lorna somehow, she was introduced to Butch Ingram, and and she said he needed some vocals or whatever, and she turned us on to him, and we began singing together for him, with him. He recorded us. So that's how we all got together, just singing, enjoying, doing what we like to do, singing. And we just love each other. Yeah.
And Sandra, what were you doing before you got in the group? Sandra?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Before Philly's Finest, I was in a group basically was Mellow Moods. I'm gonna say second generation. There was a group called the Mellow Moods some years ago, and they had a hit, Tell Love Hello. And the daughter of one of the original members was in the Mellow Moods, and as I say, I call it second generation. So I was working with them, the Mellow Moods. We did some recordings, but then Linda Lee, who was the daughter of who is the daughter of the original member, moved. So then that fell apart, that group. And so I really was just hoping actually that I could be part of a singing group again. And so one day when I was at work, and Butch called, Butch Ingram, and he says, Sandra, I've got a young lady that I feel that you'll be able to work with. She's a very nice young lady. And we met at a studio, went into the piano room, and we just started singing and blending and harmonizing. And then, as Alicia said, Lorna introduced me to Alicia and Denise. And when we actually first got together, it was at a photo shoot. Butch sent us on a photo shoot so that we could shoot some photos for the project. And we just started harmonizing, and it was as if we had known each other for years.
Oh my, that was great. Fantastic. And Denise, tell me a little bit about your musical journey before you got with the group.
Well, before I got with the group, I was singing with my sister that started the group Deja Vu.
Okay.
And we also were singing with the Ebonettes.
Right.
So I was enjoying that. Yes. And then when Lorna called me and said you're going to be a part of the Fillies Finazz with Butch Ingram, that project, and I was excited to be a part of that.
Okay. And Lorna, now Lorna, I've known you for a little while, and we did some work in Philly Live Radio in the studio, and I just enjoyed hearing you and your partner. It was Roger. I enjoyed hearing you guys sing. So how did you put all this together?
Well, Roger and Art Sugar Bear from the Blue Notes, they recommended me to Butch. So they took me over there, and I recorded Come With May, remake Patti LaBelle. But I had told him, I said, well, I sing with these girls. I said, so, can you hook us up? But his idea, he had another idea when he called Sandra, and he had this other lady, but she didn't work out. And I think it was a divine intervention that, we came together. I'm just so happy that it worked out the way it did. So Roger and Arthur were my angels, so to speak.
That's great. Okay, that's great. And so you all got together and you put together such a great group. Now, how did the spelling of the name come about? Because people, that don't know how to spell, it's going to spell it with a Phillies, Fillies. Right. Tell me, who thought of that? Who's clever enough to think of that?
That was Butch's idea. He said he wanted something different. He said we just fit the bill. We fit the bill so well that we could do, he said we could do any genre of music, and we would represent Philly. So he said that he wanted to put it with an F, that was, we just fit that bill. So he came up with the name Fillies Finazz.
Okay. Well, that was a great name. So did all of you come from a musical family?
Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Lorna, tell me about your family. Lorna.
Well, my father sang. He would take me to the women's teas events when I was young, and he would sing the Lord's Prayer. That was his go-to song. And I'd be like, okay, Daddy. So we would go from church to church with these events. and he would sing. So that was an encouragement. And then my mother would encourage me to sing for family and friends when they came in the town. She said, well, you're the entertainment. You're going to sing and dance for the family. I said, okay. And I enjoyed this so much. I was like just singing and dancing, and I just enjoyed it a lot.
How about you, Sandra?
Well, my grandmother used to play piano for different churches every Sunday. When I was little, my mom would send me and my brother and my older sister down south to be with my grandmother. So all summer we went from church to church to church, and my grandmother played and sang, and we did too, sing rather. So we sang in the Sunbeam choir at church, and then a young adult choir at church. And when I got into elementary school, I played instruments, and I was in the All-City Philadelphia Orchestra, elementary orchestra. Then I was in the All-City Junior High Choir. Okay. So music has always been part of my life.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of singing. I don't know if we have time to say everything, but out of high school, I was in Pittsburgh at school. So a friend of mine who's a year behind me would write letters to me, and she talked about Chaka Khan in the letters and everything.
Yeah.
And said,
okay.
Oh, I want to get in a group. And she said, when I get home, can I get in the group with her? Because her father wouldn't let her be the only female in the group.
Yeah.
So I was in a little neighborhood band called Coffee. And Sheila was the other young lady. She was the cream, and then I was the sugar.
That's cute.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
It was like, okay. And Alicia and Denise, you two are sisters.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so tell me about your musical family.
Well, my father was an awesome guitarist. He could play any string instrument you put before him, and he was a self-taught pianist. In our family, it was required. It was a required chore in the Amaro family household. You just had to sing or play an instrument, you know, and that was a must. And I took I really loved it. It was family doing things. When I first heard my sound of, when I realized I could sing, I'm sorry, my dog is barking. When I realized I could sing, I was 8 years old. My sister taught me how to harmonize, and I was hooked after that. I even remember the first song I sung was, I remember it was Harbor Lights by the Platters. So,
yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And I was only 8, but I loved it. It was, oh gosh, it was awesome. And I haven't stopped singing since.
Well, has Denise been with you all the time?
Well, we always sang of our chores was we be in the kitchen singing and doing everything.
Okay.
And then I formed a group when I was about 14 years old, and we called ourselves the Velveteens. So, and Denise was part of that. So, Denise, you want to talk about the Velveteens or
the Velveteens? Okay, go ahead. The Velveteens, go ahead.
It was 4 of us. And we had pretty good harmony too, and we performed at the Park Theater. We did a talent show at the Park Theater. That was exciting. But me, being the youngest of the 5 girls, I looked up to my sisters. They sound so beautiful, harmonizing, and I just wanted to be a part of that. They inspired me. They taught me how to harmonize, and that's what I love. I love background harmony.
Yeah, and I noticed I noticed when you guys were at the telethon. That harmony was really good. I mean, it was tight. It was really tight. And of all the things, like I love harmony. So once you start singing that harmony, it just got my attention right away. So you guys, you have a good future ahead of you. You keep that harmony up. You can't go wrong with that.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Yes.
You know, Do any of you write songs? Are you songwriters?
I messed around when I was younger. It was
Mhm.
around, I can remember my first song I wrote, I think I was about 12 or 13 years old. And I was messing around on the piano. And I thought it was cool. But I thought it was nice. But then when letting somebody else hear it, if I didn't get a good positive response, it kind of turned me off. And I didn't think, okay, well, maybe it's not that great,
Oh yeah,
you know. So it kind of
yeah.
hindered me. But
Mhm.
but truth be told, I still write a little poetry and try to put
Mhm.
some sounds to it and stuff like that. And hopefully, maybe I can write one day a, a hit. You know,
No,
maybe.
not hopefully. You can. Okay,
That's
Okay,
right.
you can write a
okay,
hit. Okay, and all you need to do, maybe all of you know what type of music you like, right?
True.
You know what
yeah,
type.
True.
You know
Yes.
you know the lyrics that you sit down to the piano, pick on a piano if you want to do a piano, and you can write that song. You can write it,
Okay.
and you probably write a better song for yourself than anyone else can. Okay, because
Right.
you know
okay.
exactly what you want in that song.
Well,
Make
thank you
Okay.
sense?
for that.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
Maybe
can do it.
someday I can collaborate with you someday.
Yes, and you
You
know
know?
what? And you can. We just have
All
to get
right.
over this pandemic. Okay?
Yes,
Yes.
We
Yeah.
can get over this pandemic. God blesses us to get over this. We'll be good
amen.
to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll be good to
we'll
go.
really have something to sing about then.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Sing about how good he was to us. You know, we have to do
Yes.
that.
Yes,
You get
But
through it. Yeah.
you're only a step away when you're a singer or or a musician or anything in the entertainment field. You're only a step away from writing, from the creative writing process. You know,
Okay.
okay.
the creative writing.
Mhm.
And as a singer, you have a lot of creative thoughts in your head. At least, I used to, and now I can't remember nothing. But you have a lot of creative thoughts in your head. If you put
Yeah,
those creative thoughts together, you can
Right.
write, you can produce, you can do whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
that's my
That's
goal for
great.
this group. I hope
Yes.
that we can leave some type of a legacy behind. This song
Right.
or these hits was by Fillies Finazz, and something that they could always play, always
Hmm.
Mhm.
do. Hmm.
Yes.
And you can
I
tell
agree.
you probably get me, but you can tell Butch to just play a little something on the piano and let you guys go and put melodies and lyrics to. He'll do that.
All
Yes, he
righty.
will.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
will. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple things in mind.
Yeah, because I listened to I Can't Spend the Night.
Yes,
Yes.
That's a good song. That's a good
Yes.
song.
yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
Written and
That's
produced by Butch Ingram.
yeah. Hmm. So how do you feel about your progress this far as Philly Finance? How do you feel about that? Are you excited? What?
Very excited.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I have a lot of visions. I think we all have visions, all different visions,
Yeah,
and
Hmm.
we can put them together, you know what I mean, and just execute them one after the other. We will be
yeah.
busy for the next couple of years.
Yes.
That's
All
my
right.
vision. I see
Okay.
it.
Yes.
I feel it. I see it. I still think this is just a divine intervention that we're together like this. I'm excited. I can take, I jump up and down after we sing, and I'm dancing, and
You sure
I
do.
just,
But since we've been closed in, I just want to ask you one question. What have you done to what are you doing to keep yourself busy since we've been closing and we can't do live shows? What are you doing?
Well, we still get together and
Okay.
rehearse. Everybody comes over
Good.
to my house.
Great.
We wear
Great.
our little masks. We have
yep,
the what's that little
The
the
shield.
shield,
The
the
shield.
shield,
yeah,
yes.
the
Yeah.
shield. And we're learning, we're still doing steps
We're still doing
and
our
still
steps.
singing. Yes, yes. I love making up steps and everything. Uh
Okay.
it's so old school for me, you
Yeah,
know.
I love it. It's
And
nice.
it's nothing like it. But that's what we do to keep, we get together maybe once or
Get a little
twice a week,
busy.
mostly, you know, um, as much as we can. So hopefully when this is all over, we can show you guys a little thing or two.
I know you can.
Show you
Okay,
what we've been doing.
we're going to take a little commercial break just for a couple seconds, okay?
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shirley Lights. I listen to the Doris Hall James Indie Show every Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook Live. Make sure you tune in too.
One and only lover. Ooh, I'm so glad you're mine. You're my one and only lover. You walked into the room, I saw you. I knew right then and there you'd be the one.
Yes, we have a Valentine's show. Simply Music is hosting a Valentine's show on February 14th at 6 o'clock, I do believe. And we have, like you saw the commercial, a lot of the Philly artists on the Valentine's show. So I want you guys to tune in because you'll be doing some shows with Simply Music too pretty soon.
All right.
All right.
Yes, we will.
Yes. Okay, now, before the pandemic, can you name some of the places that you guys performed? Are you all from Philadelphia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're all from Philadelphia. Okay. Anybody from West Philadelphia?
I was raised in West Philadelphia. Yes,
Okay.
raised in West 54th and Pine. Shout out.
Shout out 54th and Pine. Okay.
Yes.
So before the pandemic, I know you did the telethon. What else did you do at that time? Or were you in the studio? Were you recording? What were you doing?
We were recording, and also first show we did was Ollie Hackett show. We did that.
TV show.
Yes, matter of fact, it'll be a year, and we did that February 11th last year.
Right. Great.
Yes, yeah. They were actually they were sliding their shoes in the audience. So I believe that means that we did a great job. Yes. They were taking off their shoes and sliding them. I was like, okay, that was beautiful.
Okay. And then and so you were doing a lot of recording.
Yes.
How did you get to record with the legendary Blue Notes? How did you get that? That was
Butch's.
That was Butch.
Yes, that was Butch. Yeah.
Okay, but it was Butch who got you to record with them, but it was you that did it because you were worthy and you could do it. Whatever they were looking for, you fit the bill, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Work with them, right?
Yes.
And
absolutely.
as I listen to that song, that's a great song.
It is a good song, yes.
You did well, and so did you guys. You did well.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got the feel.
Thank you, Doris.
Yes.
Yeah, you did well. And so now,
Thank you.
what would you like to do now? Who would you like to collaborate with? Now, you already collaborated with the legendary Blue Notes. Is there anyone else, another group maybe you like to collaborate with?
Well, truth be told, at this particular time, for almost anybody really at this point, but prior to the shutdown, we were preparing and scheduled to open up for Regina Bell and Freddie Jackson.
No, they're
Yes.
Once again, compliments of Butch Ingram. Yes. So unfortunately, that shut us down, but hopefully we can, everything will come back to normal and we will be able to have that opportunity. I personally would love to open up for Gladys Knight.
Oh, yes.
That's my girl. That's my idol.
Well, Chaka Khan is my idol.
All right.
I would love to do something with her.
Ooh.
Or yeah, I love Chaka. Oh my God.
Yes.
And you know what? Even though she's gone, Nancy Wilson. Oh my God.
Woo!
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes,
She was a
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
Stevie
Yes.
Wonder. I would love
Patti
to.
LaBelle.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope that they're listening, or they will listen, or they'll discover this video and see how much they are appreciated.
Admire.
And,
Yes.
and you get a call one day and somebody say, "This is Stevie Wonder, Lorna. I want you to come down here." And Alicia, we're gonna Gladys Knight wants you to open for the show, and I mean, things like that happens. Okay,
Yes,
it really
I hope
happens.
to someday do a tribute to Gladys.
Patti LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle,
Oh,
homegrown.
Yeah, Patty, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
can't forget our
The
Philly girl.
Ingram brothers used to be her musicians, or
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. That's how I met Patty. But getting back to who we like, Doris, girls, you didn't mention it, but we kid around and we say Tyler Perry is going to put our song in one of his
In
movies.
one of his movies.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to be in one of his movies with our song. That's
Yes.
where we aspire to be.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
If you
now,
hear, if Tyler
ahead,
Perry's listening, hit us up. We ready.
now, you guys, are you scheduled to go back in the studio anytime soon, or we have to wait to everything? How is that working?
Supposedly, we're supposed to go back in. I believe Butch wants to finish the rest of the CD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before this hit, he had a couple of things for us to do.
Yes.
Yeah, he did mention a few songs he wanted us to do. So we're looking forward to that.
Yes.
I love studio. I love studio work. I just love it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
And since this has happened to the whole world, it's really something. So our studio hasn't been used in a year. It's just
wow.
it's there because no one wants to come in, and it's dangerous. And so what we have to look forward to is when this is all over, the studios are going to be packed.
Yes.
Because everybody's going to be in there trying to get their stuff done.
Yes.
They're going to be packed. So we're just waiting until it clears up, and it's going to clear up. It's going to clear up.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Well, you've been in the entertainment business for, I guess, since childhood. You've been in entertainment, and you've given something to the music industry, and because you've given something as individuals, and you've given something as Fillies Finazz. Okay, and so I want to thank you for that, because in the entertainment business, it's always new talent coming up, being available.
Yeah.
And it's always uniqueness in all the talent that is created,
Right.
And what I really like is, because I'm old school, I like the way that all the choreography was done, and I really enjoy that. And I think others, as when they get to see you, they're going to like that too. They're going to like that. Okay, so who's in charge of creating this choreography that you do?
Alicia and Denise.
Alicia and Denise.
The two sisters.
Yes.
They're actually trained dancers. They're trained dancers, and y'all forgot to mention y'all dance for the Sixers.
We trained. Oh, that's right.
They danced for the Sixers before it stopped.
We were doing the before the COVID. We were doing the
76
the
cheerleaders.
76ers, yes.
Senior cheerleaders.
Senior dancers.
Yeah.
But we've been Denise and I, when we were kids, we were always making up steps. We were always dancing together, so it almost just comes natural. Being brought up in in a family with so much music. My father is Hispanic, so we had all that salsa and stuff. We know how to do all that stuff, all those moves, and I even incorporate that in our everyday dances today. You know, I incorporate it. Can't help it.
We have to go dancing sometimes.
I would love
Absolutely.
it. Oh my gosh! You know what I
Absolutely.
really missed was shut down was the Crab Tavern. We
Friday nights, oldies. Friday nights.
Oh my gosh! And
Cha-cha.
you stay on the floor. You just can't sit down.
You
Oh,
can't,
God.
yeah.
So that's where the choreography comes in. I hear those
Right.
different beats and different sounds, you know, and a step is born, you know.
Yes.
We're gonna take another break, and we're gonna. How about if we look at your video? Let's look at your video, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Let's take a break and look at the video. Okay.
Listen to the artist.
doing something else. I can do something. And you did kick your leg up. I can do something. I'm telling you, I was getting it on back here. I was doing some steps. Yes, that's a great song. And it reminded me of like I used to always go to the Uptown Theater.
Oh yeah.
And you see all those girls on the stage doing this and this. And I said, one day I'm going to be on that stage. And I was for a second.
All right.
You know, but it's really nice to see that. It's nice to see that. Okay, now, if you could change, and I'm addressing this question to each one of you. If you could change anything about the entertainment business, what would it be? Let's start off with Lorna. What would it be?
To give talented people the chance to maybe get more education, to go to school for their craft, maybe, get those free loans like they do if you're going to a regular college, so they can get the knowledge and maybe have their own business. I mean, I know you can do that, but, to have something just concrete that I can go, because I would like to study as much as I can with this music. I want to get everything I can out of it. So that's what I would love to add on to
Okay.
that.
Okay, how about you, Sandra?
Well, as Lorna was saying, individuals do need to be educated, but I would hope that I could change the fact that people get taken advantage of.
Yes,
Right.
that's what I was
Yes.
going to say.
And
Yes.
they get their rights to their songs taken from them. They get the money taken from them in in ways that are underhanded and all that. And we just don't, we want everybody to be honest,
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
industry, and treat individuals as you would want to be treated. Don't take advantage. That's what I would want to change about the industry, because we know many people have gotten taken advantage of too much. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Denise?
Well, I echo what Sandra and Lorna said, and be more supportive toward each other, and I don't know, more opportunities to show off your talent.
Okay.
Mhm.
Alicia?
Well, I definitely have to agree with all three. Honesty is the biggest thing. If we could all just, let's stay in sync by sharing the wealth. Don't
Yes.
try to use anybody else. We're the product. We're giving you, we're out there. It seems like the entertainers are doing a lot of the work. I know there's a whole lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
However, when you think about the entertainers, we like work ourselves down to the bone, but a lot of times you're getting paid by the gig,
Right.
And if people could be a little bit more, because back in the day, you found a lot of artists were taken advantage of. It was the record industry that did all this. So I agree with Sandra and everybody else. Honesty is the best policy, and I think that would be, and the education. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's pretty much what I'd like to see more of.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree with all of you. I would like to see that you get your worth. I would like
Yes.
things
Yes.
like royalties. Like
Yes.
you don't get royalties now because everything is digital, and you don't get royalties for what you work so hard to create.
Yeah.
And you don't get a lot of airplay and all that. So the publishing, the publishing is different. The CDs are not sold. There are no albums, so you have to download everything for 99 cents or something, and you get a few pennies off that. It doesn't make being in the entertainment business lucrative because you're not making anything. And I would like to see all of that change. I would like to see CDs come back.
Yes. Yeah.
You can promote yourself with your CD. And I guess what I've decided to do is, and a couple people are doing this. They have a website, and they're selling CDs and their music from their website, instead of it being placed on Amazon or one of those networks. They're selling it outright on their website, so they can make a few extra pennies that they wouldn't make if they gave it to one of these agencies.
Okay.
I think we have to be creative and find out and come up with new ways of doing things in the music industry.
Absolutely.
We will be lucrative. And okay, we have to just sit down and just think of ways that we could make it to take it to our advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one other thing is that I think Alicia said this is, stop cutthroating each other. Let's work together as a team, because that's what it takes. Whoever can help whoever it is, the better it will be for all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think this time is showing us that we are one. Just like Frankie Beverly says, we are one.
Absolutely.
And I
Yes.
think this time is showing us that, we're one. When one of us fall, all of us fall. Where are we now?
That's real.
Right.
Right.
So that's my spiel about the entertainment business and field. And I wish
Yes.
that things would go back to where it needs to be. So
Yes.
tell me some of your goals. Denise, tell me some of your goals in the next, let's say in the next year.
Well, my goal is to get better, with my craft, and
Okay.
for our group to be more like successful, get more jobs, gigs, like to singing at different like casinos, upscale
Yes.
All
restaurants,
right. That's the
and
thing.
all that. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. That's my goal. Get better.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Alicia? I see you. How about you? Some of your goals.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Some of my goals are, well, I want to do a little traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do some more recordings. My long-term goal, I think I mentioned earlier that I would like an original for the girls to come together, collaborate on something powerful and nice where it would stay in the memories and the minds of all. Like you had those songs from back in the day that still ring in your mind that you love so much. You just, that's what I would like.
Timeless.
I would like to
Timeless.
leave
Yeah.
a legacy for Fillies Finazz. You remember them girls? They
Yes.
little, you know what I mean? I would
Yes.
like something like that to be remembered,
Okay.
in a
Okay.
good way.
Yeah.
That's my long-term thing.
Okay. And Sandra?
I would like to be able. I would like to write a song, at least a song, a hit song, a memorable song.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
that Philly's Finest can sing it, or if someone else would want to pick it up, I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind. But I want to write, and I want to be able. I want to play my instruments again. I don't do that,
Yes.
but I
Yeah.
just want to be. I want to be creative in that way, musically, and whether it's writing, performing, producing. I want to. I want to do that. I think
Okay.
that would help us be a better unit.
Okay.
Yes.
And so we can if we're knowing the songs, you're knowing the music,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just put it together and make it work. I just want to grow with the group, right?
Yes. Grow.
Do
Yes.
some of that, yeah. I want us to.
Grow. Yeah. How about you, Lorna?
Well, I want to sit in that engineering chair. I want to learn
Oh.
everything there is about that board. I want to learn that board. I want to learn everything there is. And also I want to take classes and learn the bass. I told you I had picked up the bass about a
Yeah.
year ago. So I'm like dabbling right now, but I really want to get serious and focus on that as well as my sister singers and just do music. It just makes me feel so good when I just sing. And so that's my long-term goal, and to travel with the group.
Okay, well, they're good goals, and don't forget you want to do all that recording because we want to hear that full CD.
Oh, yeah.
that we want to hear that. Okay.
Right.
Now we're going to take an artist alert. Let me see if I can get Shauna on here and get our artist alert. See if she comes in. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll come back. She'll come when she's ready. She'll come in. Okay. Some of your long-term goals we talk about within a year and all of that, but we can't do much planning until
This is
until
over. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
over. We can't do much planning, but we can make ourselves better by getting on the computer, learning new things, and what you guys are doing. You're practicing
Yes.
practicing
Yes.
every day, and and get Butch to take some more shots, and you can't get ready. You can't get
Yes.
ready for what's getting ready
Yes.
to happen. Because
Yes. Yes.
when it stops, you
That's
got to
right.
be
That's
on
right.
it. You
Yes.
can't when it stops.
Right.
You can't be saying, I wish I had studied so I when it stops, you got to go.
We got to
Right.
run. That's right. That's
Right.
right. Yes.
Therefore, you use this time constructively and
Yes.
try to learn and try to do and try to make it happen. We're getting ready to take an artist alert. Just 1 second.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen to the artist of today.
If you leave me, baby, I don't know. Your love I'll be missing. I never know. Oh, I love you, baby. Where did we go wrong? I felt for you. You felt for me. This can't be true. We can no longer be.
I trusted you, you trusted me. Somehow it's wrong.
It's not the way it used to be. Every time we look at each other, I feel the presence of another. The loving hand that we used to hold. When I reach out and touch, both hands are cold. I've got a feeling we won't be giving in love too long.
Your love so divine. You're my one and only lover. Ooh, I'm so glad you're mine. You're my one and only lover. You walked into the room, I saw you. I knew right then and there you'd be the one.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Thanks for
Denise,
that.
Sandra, Alicia, and Lorna. I really
Yes.
enjoyed meeting with you guys tonight.
Thank
okay?
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I listened to your goals and the short-term goals. I'll hold you to that because
Yes.
I'm going to see you again and again and again. I'm remind you of what goals you have said you were going to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now there's going to be there are a lot of people out there, a lot of younger people, older people, and I'm one. Okay,
Mhm.
and I may want to know what can I do to get into the music industry? Who should I go to? How should I prepare myself? Give the fans out there, give the Facebook fans, YouTube fans, words of inspiration of what they can do to get into the music industry. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Mm.
Give them some words of inspiration. Who wanna go?
Practice,
I-
practice, 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 practice. Stay
Uh-huh.
humble. Stay
Yeah.
humble.
Yes.
Put it out there. Talk to other people in the business. Try to promote yourself, and it'll happen. It will happen. I believe that. And stay one with God.
Yes.
Stay one with God.
Yes. Okay.
And also, if you have a dream, if there's something that you want to do, just don't give up on your dreams, no matter how old, no matter how the age, color, creed, or whatever. Stick to your dreams. If it's meant to be, make it happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
right.
reach for the moon and you miss, you'll fall somewhere around the stars.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Don't,
Yes.
don't be afraid. If you whatever it is, don't be afraid. Don't let anyone discourage you. Like
Yes.
Lorna said, practice, practice, practice. But reach out to artists. You be surprised as to how friendly or open many artists can be. You
Yeah.
may get someone, an artist, to support you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
with social media now, make your little videos and stuff.
Yes.
A lot of people get discovered in that way. But as I said, don't let anyone discourage you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mind and your thoughts, you keep going forward. Yeah, keep going forward and don't be afraid,
Yeah.
because you're failing if you don't try.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's
Don't let
right.
it be the
Yeah.
failure, but a try. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow
Well,
your
we want to
passion.
always go ahead.
Follow your passion and be persistent
Yes.
and
Neat
stay
stuff.
positive and don't
Yes.
get discouraged. Yeah.
Amen. Be
And
confident.
that is so important because maybe they really don't mean it, but they may say things to discourage you, and then you'll get discouraged.
Yeah.
But you got to move forward with your dream, just like Alicia said. You got to move
Yes.
Pursue your dream. You gotta pursue your dream. Yes.
And I want you guys to follow your dream, and I want you
Yes.
to continue your musical journey. I want you to be the best that you can, and we're here. The Doris Hall James Indie Show is here to promote you at any time you get ready. And we also have Simply Music, and Simply Music Incorporated that puts on all kinds of live and virtual shows. And we also have Philly Live Radio. We have our own radio station. And what you record, we can play. Okay? We
Right.
play
Thank you. Thank you.
and we
Thank
give a
you.
little history of who the song is by and all that, who is produced by and all of that. So we're here for you, okay?
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to hold
Thank
you to
you.
your goals, and you come and see us again, okay?
Thank you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having
Doris.
us.
Thank you.
Okay? And
Thank you so
Alicia,
much.
we're going to write that song, okay?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good night,
Thanks a
ladies.
lot.
Good night.
Okay, good
night.
night. Thank
Thank
you.
Good
Love you,
night.
Queen.
Be safe.
Love you too.
Okay.
Be
Same
safe
as
as
Queens.
well.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
Listen to the